Hey you guys, it's the 10th day of the 25 Days of Christmas with a new hat. Thank you. Oh, and there's not a tag. Okay, thank God. So on the 10th day, if you haven't noticed, all the past 9 have been YouTubers, and this is the last YouTuber. Is this the last 25 Days of Christmas? Who knows? You gotta find out tomorrow, or maybe later on today. So anyway, what I like about this 10th YouTuber is his name's Kyle. He has totally, changed his life. He is a recovering alcoholic, I think. I'm 100% sure an alcoholic, and other drugs, but let's just stick with alcohol. And he used to live here in LA, and I so wanted to get my hair done because he's a hairstylist, and I so didn't get my hair done by him. And I so needed to get my hair done, but I really liked him for other reasons. But let me just let you watch him for a second, excuse me, and then I'll come back to this and check out Kyle. Hello, Kyle.
Do you know my name? Progress.
Yeah.
And I work for Think Progress. I work for Media Matters. Here we go.
Do you even know my name? Hey guys, what's going on? Kyle Krieger here, and today I have a guest with me. His name's Carlos.
Hi.
Why am I singing?
I don't know. It's beautiful though.
Thank you, thank you.
It was a Cher impersonation.
Okay.
A really, really bad Cher impersonation.
You're a rocker. Carlos is here. He works at Media Matters in DC. We're gonna talk today about body image, white ideals, and how bullshit they are.
I'm pumped.
I'm thrilled.
Long overdue.
I didn't even do my hair today for you, so.
We're accepting our natural beauty.
What or who, if anything, informed you of your body image ideals and what your body should look like from a young age?
Most of us get our ideas about what we're supposed to look like through storytelling, and that happens in a bunch of different ways, I think. TV, movies, the stories that we see in our social circles around us. When you think of what a hero or a main character looks like, you probably have a pretty specific image of it. It's probably a white dude, and it's probably a white dude who's like pretty in shape and pretty masculine and pretty straight acting. Especially if you're gay, most of the stories you're seeing on TV or even in cartoons are about straight men who are usually white and act a certain way.
I tried for so long to be so masculine and tried to just hide gayness, and I was an athlete, so I didn't want anyone to know, and of course everyone knew because I was always just like this. Yeah, and I just worked so hard to be straight acting.
For sure, I think it's a universal experience, the idea of I have to hide by doing this one thing, and if I perform it really well, I'll win, and then everyone failing at performing it, or for me too, failing badly at performing straight. Everyone being like, something's off about that one kid. And I think it's never as overt as anyone ever telling you as a kid, you're supposed to look like this, but I think if you're bombarded with just one particular kind of story, as a human, you just think, okay, that is the default, that is how it's supposed to look like, and then you naturally compare yourself against that default, which at that point you think, this is just true for everyone, and usually as a kid, you're not smart enough to be like, oh, this is bullshit, this is a story that's getting told that I could choose to accept or walk away from, and you just kind of accept it naturally.
How does this affect you as a gay man?
I think for most of us, our first experience with gay intimacy, looking at gayness as a thing that exists, probably through porn by ourselves. Pornography has a very specific way of talking about gayness and gay sex and gay intimacy, so it is almost certainly white men. I'm sure that if you open SeanCody.com, you will see 2 white guys on the front with no body hair, young looking. And the sex itself, the performance of intimacy, is extremely transactional.
So, that's Kyle. And what I liked about Kyle, other than his looks, I mean, we could talk about his looks, his tattoos, his body hair, his eyes, his nose, his ears, his chest, his abs, his ass, his hamstrings, his biceps, his triceps, his pecs, his belly button, his toes, his toenails. You can all see that on his Instagram because he's one of the most famous Instagram photographers. It's Kyle Krieger. Hair. Just gotta forget something there. But what I really liked about him, what really made me watch him and his dog Luna, who I haven't seen in a while, is that he talks about insecurities. He talks about, he looks really good, and he knows he looks good. I mean, come on, when you're looking that good, you know you look good. But what I really liked about it is he's talking about his insecurities about growing up and how about coming out and how to deal with it. And, everyone's coming out story is very different, and his coming out story is amazing. It's not what we in the Midwest would usually go through. So it was nice to hear somebody else's way of coming out. I really liked his insecurity video about his voice, because despite popular belief, Darren doesn't like his voice. I hate my voice. Like, I literally hate my voice. Santa, say, bring me a new voice. Santa, bring me to Kyle Krager, and then I'll be satisfied, right? Bring him back to LA, because I need to get my hair done, and I would like to go on a date with him. Thank you, baby Jesus of Christmas, past, future, and present. Anyway, Kyle talks about, you know, loneliness and recovery and how friends are his family, but his insecurities, like, you don't understand. Guys that are extremely hot have insecurities, and it's an amazing thing to see that these people that look drop dead gorgeous are openly talking about their insecurities. You don't see too many hot people talk about their insecurities and actually believe them. You're like, you know, I'm sure, like, you don't see David Beckham talking about his insecurities, about his looks, because he probably has them, but he doesn't talk about them. However, Kyle does, and that's what makes him a genuine person, and I follow genuine people, and I think he's hot. So, anyway, follow Kyle, watch Kyle. He doesn't post too much, but he does a lot of Instagram stuff, so I guess he does Twitter. I'm not a Twitter fan. I don't play with the twat, or the tweet, or the titter, or the whatever. I feel like an old person. I feel like Santa. Anyway, you guys, thanks for joining me on this 10th edition of the 25 Gays of Christmas. And find out tomorrow if Santa is all over the map this year, or is he just going to stick with white dudes, or is he going to stick with hot muscle dudes? What's he going to stick with? I don't know. All I know is I need someone to clean out my chimney, because Santa's coming, and the Mormon he comes with, I just can't handle it. I need someone help me. Alright, you guys, have a happy holidays. See you tomorrow.